Hey everybody, my name's Annette. Welcome to my channel, Every Box Matters, where I want to encourage you to pack a shoebox for Operation Christmas Child and share the love of Jesus with kids around the world. So today is part 2 of the last video I posted, which was the packing party from 2024. So I finally posted it, and if you saw that, you saw how I had everything set up and the shoe boxes that I had ready to go. So I had planned for 350 shoe boxes to be packed from that packing party. That's what I had against the wall in the gym in there. And then as we went through it all, we used up all those boxes, and I still had lots more stuff, but I didn't have as more pencil packs left and the hygiene kits, because those are kind of like my essential items if you see my video of what's up at the front of my tables. And so but right about that time, a little bit before the packing party, a friend of mine gave me a huge donation of stuff. She packs hundreds of shoe boxes and collects things, but the place that she was using and the way she was doing it had changed, and she couldn't use the facility anymore. Like, she was doing like a summer kids program and stuff. And so she was like, do you want to take this stuff and use it for your shoe boxes? And I said, yes, that would be marvelous. So the stuff that she gave me already had a lot of pencil packs put together and some hygiene kit stuff in them. Like, every pencil pack had a utensil in it and a comb and a toothbrush already, that kind of thing. So I just brought those from the donation room from my stuff here at church and took them into the gym, and so we were able to keep packing boxes. So from that gym, we ended up getting about 740 boxes from that packing party, and it was so exciting. Now, when I say the packing party, let me correct a misconception. It was not just one day. The day that I had the packing party, we had about 10 people come, I think. I can't remember, but it was a small group, but that was okay. We just kept going down the line, and we worked there for an hour or so, hour and a half or two, and did whatever we could. And then, since it's in the gym, and the gym is not like a necessary thing that we have to use every week at church, we just kept using it as a time to pack boxes on Sunday nights. We might have a thing, and I said we could come up there and pack shoe boxes. And on Wednesdays, that was when the kids who had their Wednesday night classes, they could come in and pack shoe boxes before they went to their classes, and we had adults help them, but it wasn't like a big mob all at once. So we did that for a few weeks. So I do not remember when I started the packing party. It was probably in October, because collection week is the third week in November, and I like to have the packing party done, and then I even let people have leftovers if they want to. If I have leftover stuff when I'm done, I still let people use that to pack their own shoe boxes. Like, if I have leftover toys, you can take that and start your own box. And so I know we did it in October, several weeks in October. So that was really exciting. As a church, overall, we collected 1,107 boxes in 2024. So that's the most we've ever done, and it was really exciting, and I was just thrilled. So that was my follow-up that I wanted to share about the packing party. Some other things about the packing party that I did like: not having the boxes labeled and letting people pick the box, and they went down the age group they wanted, and everybody did label them very well at the end at those little round tables, so that worked out. I also did, that was fine. What I would change is the backpacks, having them separate. If I can get the drawstring backpacks, if everybody has a drawstring backpack, I'm going to do like Sarah does on Gulky's Limited Adventures, and put the backpack in there with the pencil pack, because that way everybody will get it. I also had a few notebooks left over and things like that, because everybody doesn't always get everything that I have there. But it was still really good, and it was a great turnout. It was a great it was just multiplied. Things were multiplied above and beyond what I thought would be done. God just provided all the things that were there, and then provided extra pencil packs and all that, so we could do even more shoe boxes than I had hoped. Okay, the next thing I want to show you on this video is my room at church and how I organized it to get everything ready for, collecting it all through the year and then ready for the packing party. So let me turn the camera around and give you a tour. Okay, just a little warning, the room is a mess. This is a different room. I just moved everything into here the other day and it's still not all organized. But these are all the things that like have been bought and collected that need to be organized and put to the right category. So what I'll do is I'll get a bag. These are, you know, the Walmart bag or whatever they are, Dollar General and stuff. And then come over to these categories. All these boxes are how I have the groups organized. We start at the bottom with 2 to 4 year old girls, 5 to 9 girls. Then you got 10 to 14 girls. Then you got your boys, 2 to 4, 5 to 9, 10 to 14. And it goes all the way across for that age group. So if you come up closer, you can see that each box is labeled with a category. This entire first column, so each column is the same, okay? So that's personal care items are the first boxes. Then school supplies, clothing, toys / wow item, stuffed animals, and then crafts and activities. So things pretty much go into one of those categories, and it makes it easy to, you know, put them in a group roughly. And then when I get done with them, I take them out of that slot, put the lid on them, and then move them over to another room that I'll show you in a second. Because I couldn't get everything in here, but I did get to keep my boxes in the other room. Okay, let's see. So that's the stuff that has to be processed. This is stuff. These are all stuffed animals and Beanie Babies already. When I told you I got a donation from my friend, by the way, that's Patty Gamble. Thank you very much, Patty. She had a huge donation that she gave me of Beanie Babies. And so these are all Beanie Babies that are organized in these and stuffed animals. And there's even more than that because she got like about 3,000 from a, like eBay from a storage, shed thing, like a storage locker that somebody had been collecting for years and then sold them all, and she told them about the ministry and they gave her a really great deal, and so she went ahead and got it all. Okay, and then over here, this is like just a corner of school supplies. This is, once again, these are things that were donated to me. And then some balls. These are all cups, like plastic cups with a little straw and a lid. Then tons of washcloths, and she had made some of them into little teddy bear washcloths already. These are toothbrushes, pretty much all down here. And then some other personal care items. Let's see. She had a bunch of necklaces, like the beaded necklaces, and has them in little Ziploc bags. So they're there. Combs, bracelets, other hair accessories. I'm trying to keep like personal care items together so we can make some hygiene kit items and put some of those in there. And I'll know where it all is. Let's see, washcloths. And then all these are like socks. Like I said, she does hundreds. She would do hundreds and hundreds of like the same age group. So these are all 5 to 9 year old girl socks. Here are more Beanie Baby tubs left. And then she had lots of school supply stuff. All of this column here is loose leaf paper. And then all these two here and then two behind that are all spiral bound notebooks. A few file folders that I did with the loose leaf paper. I did that with the youth one night. Got them to do about 100 of them. But that's what all those are back there. And then up in front, these are some things I have collected already. And these are plastic, you know, like a utensil type stuff. Well, the water bottles, cups, and plates type thing in those three. And then she also gave me a huge donation of shoe boxes. All those right there. That's a stack of shoe boxes, like hundreds of shoe boxes, you know, that just need to be folded up. So, and then these are just empty other boxes and cartons that I have that I can organize things in and stuff like that. So this is my room right now. It does need a little more work. And yes, I do need to do some of this processing part. Like it's been processed, and most of this has been processed as far as the tags taken off and things out of packages. But then it's needs to be put into the right categories. And then I'll show you the one other room that I take these tubs to baker boxes to when they are full. Okay, so when the boxes are full, they will come in here, and then I'll trade them out for an empty one. So last year, that's about what I had, all those, and then extra totes and things like that. And that's what was on those tables. And it just made many, many boxes. This room is now being used as a Sunday school room. We needed the space, and so that's what we did. And that you can still see my posters back there for Operation Christmas Child. So that is just a quick tour of how I have the shoebox room up here at church organized. and what we've done, and just how blessed that we have been to have donations given to us from other people, and then people at church collecting, and things that I've been able to collect year-round shopping, as you've seen on my other videos when I make shopping hauls and things. So anyway, just hope this encourages you. Oh, I forgot one thing. Let me go back. Okay, I forgot this part. This is kind of important. After things get put into these boxes, I come over here, and here's my checklist. I have a checklist for each group, and it says it up there at the top in fine print. This is the boys 2 to 4, and this is the things we need. And then I had so the boys are up top, 5 to 9s, 10 to 14s. And then I had the girls down here, 2 to 4, 5 to 9, 10 to 14. And it is 2 pages worth of stuff. And I just have it in different categories. The categories match the boxes. So this is like toys and the type of things that I would like to see in toys. Stuffed animal, that's just, its own category. Crafts, activities. And then other, if I get a bunch of other things that are not listed up here, then I have room to put it. And then the other page has personal care items, school supplies, and then clothing. So I have that for each age group, and as I get things, I just mark them off on here, and then as they're completed, I check them off. And it kind of gives me an idea of how much I need of something, what I need to ask people to bring, and that kind of stuff. But I've also realized over the years, I mean, this is my 3rd year doing it with the church stuff, that you really don't have to have, I don't have to have Play-Doh for 75 people. If you've got 50 Play-Doh, like if I'm collecting for 75, but if I have 50 Play-Doh, that's fine, because other people will probably, everybody won't pick up the Play-Doh. But if I have 50 decks of cards and 50 ornament things, as long as you have enough stuff that's going to fill the box, it doesn't have to be the exact same amount of everything, because it really starts filling up a box. And that's what you want, is a full box. So anyway, now let me do my conclusion. Okay, so now for the conclusion. I hope that encourages you. It gives you some ideas of how to organize something or what you can do, and just realize that that God really is in favor of doing this, and he wants kids to know that he loves them and that they can have a relationship with him through Jesus. And packing a shoebox helps to spread that message, because every box is a gospel opportunity. So remember, no matter how many boxes you're packing, just you, yourself, and your family, or with your church, no matter how many you do, 1 or 100, every box matters.